Hey guys, welcome back to another E3 video. I know that E3 is over, but there are a lot of games and a lot of details that people miss. So today, I'm going to go over all the details revealed about Pokemon Sword and Shield at Nintendo's Treehouse presentation. All the games and highlights that they mentioned at the Treehouse presentation that I think are going to do the best are going to get their own video. So be sure to hit that notification bell to get notified when those videos get uploaded. If you guys missed my last video about the Microsoft conference breakdown, just click the title on the top right of the video to check that out as well. Alright, let's get started with the huge open world experience that has been introduced in Pokemon for the first time. In the presentation, they show their character roaming around the wilds of the Galar region like it's Breath of the Wild. This area also connects all of the towns in the Galar region, meaning that there aren't specific routes anymore. It's more like a general area that you can roam in the wildlands and catch different Pokemon. The wildlands are constantly updating, so one day it might rain, one day it might be sunny, and the weather affects the Pokemon that we encounter throughout that day. We see the Pokemon roam around freely like they do in Let's Go Pikachu and in Let's Go Eevee. Also in Sword and Shield, you'll also run into random encounter Pokemon, just like the older generations of the games. So you get the best of both worlds. They've also added a sneak mechanic to the game. Now, this is very useful if the Pokemon that you're trying to catch startles really easily. You can just sneak up behind it, and then you can go and catch it by battling it normally and catching it with a Pokeball. A new feature they added is the whistle mechanic. Each Pokemon has a different response to the whistle. We see some Pokemon get curious and just look at you, and we also see some Pokemon get angry and they start to approach you in this angry state. This might affect how the catching experience will be for you. They might not be as easy to catch if they're angry at you. They have also returned the bike to Pokemon, and it has some improvements. It seems to be a Rotom powered bike. This little electric Pokemon will also return as your Pokédex, like you did in Sun and Moon, as the new Rotom phone. We see the bike has made some significant improvements. It seems that they have inflatable wheels that float on the water and allow you to travel on the water using the bike instead of using a Pokemon like in previous games. I guess it saves you some time by instantly entering the water instead of calling out a Pokemon just to go into the water, so I really like the new and improved bike in Sword and Shield. There also seems to be items in the wild that you can pick up on a daily basis. Because the Wildlands is constantly updating, your trainer can find new items every day in the Wildlands of the Galar region. Fishing has returned, but that's nothing new. There's always been fishing in Pokemon for a very long time. We also see a new multiplayer feature with the player notification stamps on the left side of the screen. Basically, if you and one of your friends is online playing Sword and Shield, you get notified when your friends catch Pokemon and want to trade, want to battle, and even more than that. This is a cool social feature they added to the game. I just hope that it doesn't become a continuous spam of all my friends catching Pokemon and wanting to trade. If you have a lot of friends and they're all playing at the same time, this feature can get rather annoying. Hopefully there is an option to turn this feature off for players who want to be the very best, but in peace. Your friends can also join you in your server in the Galar region and go on a Pokemon adventure together. You can offer to request to trade, to battle, and even give them gifts such as a sack of potatoes demonstrated here. Playing with your friends is going to be very useful when you have to do Dynamaxed Pokemon raids. Those red beams of light that you see are Dynamaxed Pokemon. You and 3 of your friends have the opportunity to fight and capture these Dynamaxed Pokemon. If you're not exactly sure what a Dynamax Pokemon is, it's basically a regular Pokemon, but it's supersized and super powerful. We aren't exactly sure why these Pokemon go through the process of Dynamaxing, but I'm sure when we play the game they can give us a little more information about it. Sword and Shield isn't the first Pokemon game to have the idea of a raid Pokemon. They were first introduced in Pokemon Go. Wait, now that I think about it, the Pokemon raids in Pokemon Go always have huge Pokemon with lots of health and deal a lot of damage. And when they're beaten, they decrease in size, just like how the Pokeball in Sword and Shield decreases in size. And the Premier Ball we use to catch the raid Pokemon in Pokemon Go looks like the Dynamax Pokeball in Sword and Shield. Have Dynamax Pokemon been a thing this whole time and I just realized that now? Maybe. It's just a theory. I don't know. Anyway, back to Dynamax raids. You can only use one Pokemon from either your Pokemon party or your Pokemon box, so choose wisely. You and the 3 other trainers have to strategically plan out what moves to use and which one of your own Pokemon should be Dynamaxed in order to have a huge type advantage against the raid Pokemon that you're going to go up against. Your team can only Dynamax one Pokemon and it only lasts for 3 turns. Once the Pokemon is beaten, everyone participating has a chance to catch the Dynamax raid Pokemon. Just like Pokemon Go. Even if you don't catch the Dynamax Pokemon, you still get other rewards, probably experience and consumable items, just like Pokemon Go. At the end of the conference, they basically explained a little bit more about the game, and one of the worst news that they probably announced is that not every single Pokemon is going to be available in the Galar region. Now, ever since Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we've always been able to transfer all of our Pokemon all the way from Fire Red, Leaf Green, Red and Blue, Pokemon Yellow, like all those old games. There's always been a way to transfer Pokemon from game to game to game. And now there's the Pokemon Bank for the newer generations. There's Pokemon Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, X and Y, all those new Pokemon, up to 2,000 that the Pokemon Bank can hold. Large amounts of Pokemon to different games. Now, the Galar region isn't allowing that. They're saying it's because the Galar region is so huge in comparison to the other Pokemon games that they don't want to overload the game with the amount of information that each Pokemon carries. So there's only a limited amount of Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's unfortunate and it really sucks because I have a lot of Pokemon that I have traveled with all the way from Fire Red and Leaf Green, but I just hope that I get to keep my shiny Charizard. I hope I get to keep my level 100 Perfect IV Dragonite. I really hope that Pokemon doesn't disappoint a lot of its players. I'm going to leave a list here now that says every Pokemon that we know is in the game so far. I really hope it's more. I really hope that I get to see my old Pokemon in this new game. But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with this thing that Nintendo's done to the new Pokemon generation? Do you think it's fair? Do you think that it'll make the game a little more equal, a little bit more fair? Or do you really think that it sucks that you're not going to be able to play with your old Pokemon? Well, that wraps things up for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What version of the new generation are you going to get? Are you going to get Sword or Shield? I'm personally getting Shield because I think Zamazenta looks really cool for a Legendary. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Mega Marco, and I'll see you guys next time.